You go first.
Hi guys, my name's Hope.
I'm Samson.
This is our YouTube channel, Hope for Samson. Today we want to talk to you about something that we're both really passionate about, which is booking an Airbnb and how to have an affordable vacation gone right.
Boom. First off, we are currently in San Diego, California.
We love it here.
We absolutely love it. It's just like perfect weather outside all the time, except for our first day here, it rained. And apparently everyone was telling us how it never rains here. And then we show up.
Brought it with us from Oklahoma.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's like monsoon. We're actually here for Hope's sister's wedding.
Ta-da.
That's right. And that happened yesterday. And we actually tried to do this vlog 2 days ago. And then
Did not work out.
It did not work out. And so this is like our second attempt.
I hope it goes better.
Yes. So we're going to talk to you a little bit about Airbnbs. And so we talked a little bit about why it's important to have some milestones that you kind of go towards. Can you hold that thought real quick? I got to go get a book. I'll be right back. Where's my book? So I've been reading this book. It's called The Power of Moments.
I have not read it.
It's a great book. But one thing the authors talk about in the book is the idea of milestones. A lot of times we start off with big goals like, I want to lose 40 pounds. So we set this aggressive goal, and then we have these little markers along the way like, okay, this week I lose 2 pounds, next week I lose 2 pounds, and it's like every 2 weeks I lose 4 pounds, 20 weeks I lose 40 pounds. The only problem with that is that eventually you get tired of it because you're really just creating these little increments that are essentially meaningless to your brain. Why we were able to pay so much the second year of our debt-free plan is because we had these milestones. Every time we hit $10,000,
boom, vacation.
And it meant so much to us because we celebrated that milestone. The authors of this book call that the milestone effect. It actually motivates our brain and our hearts to accomplish the goal that's set before us. And so one thing that I want us to get away from is the idea simply of just goal setting. Really what we're doing is we're creating a destination that we want to go to, and then we figure out the mile marks in between those destinations. So a mile marker could be, for us, it was every $10,000, but then those trips kind of got bigger every time. When we had $20,000 left, was much different than when we had $10,000.
If you have a smaller amount of debt that you're trying to repay, if you want to do a little, say you've got 5 different credit cards that you're paying off and that's your entirety of your debt, maybe every credit card that you pay off, you go on a celebratory weekend getaway. Or maybe once you pay your car off, you know in your mind that once we get this debt paid off, then we're going to go on a little vacation. Just whatever that is for you, because some of you $10,000 might not be enough. Some of you $10,000 might be too much. So it's really something that you have to decide as a couple or as an individual when you want to set those milestones up and those celebratory moments.
And so now coming back to the idea of why we're sitting in the Airbnb, right?
It's beautiful. I love this place.
Yes, but the reason is because we want to celebrate those important moments of our life. Just like we're here celebrating a wedding, we want to celebrate those key moments in our life because it helps us stay attuned and stay focused on the goals, the destination we set. And it helps us keep moving towards that direction because we're celebrating all along the way. So we kind of talk about why it's important to celebrate. Now I kind of gave you a little bit of an idea of how you do something, because we love travel. We prescribe it to everyone,
yes,
right? And so that may not be your thing, but if it is, here's how you do it.
So for a lot of us, the concept of staying in somebody else's home, like an Airbnb, is a little bit intimidating. You might not know how exactly to go about that. So today we're going to talk to you about the steps to get you not just an okay place, but to stay in a fabulous place that feels more like a resort. and it doesn't break the bank in the meantime. We have a code that you can use to get a percentage off of your first stay in Airbnb, and
will that be in the description below?
We'll put that in the description below.
It'll be in the description below.
And so first of all, the main key to getting an affordable Airbnb that is really nice is booking way in advance. And this might be a little bit of a challenge for some of you that aren't so organized, but something that really helped us in our debt-free process was becoming more organized so that we could save money. It's all part of it. So a minimum of 3 months in advance. If you want to do further in advance, then you're going to save more money. So really incrementally, however long you wait to book an Airbnb, the more money you're going to spend. So for an average place, you're going to spend probably double than what you would if you would book months in advance for a really nice place. So something that's really important for us is the amenity selection. So you can go onto the app and scroll through the amenities and just click on whatever box is important to you. So some of the things that are important to us just filter out the different selections for us. So we really enjoy having a washer and dryer on the unit. We, of course, always select to stay in the entire place by ourselves. We don't really want to share the Airbnb.
Yeah, we don't want to live on somebody's couch.
No. So a kitchenette or a kitchen area that we can cook is important to us. So we always check that. And there's also a tab for family friendly. So you can put on there that you would like a pack and play or a high chair or a hot tub if that's important to you. Really, the list is endless. And then the most important thing is the price range. So you can actually scroll through and narrow your search to be searching for a price range from $0 to $100 a night or $150 a night. And another thing that you really need to remember is those prices don't include the cleaning fee, and sometimes there's additional fees. So what I always do is I go through and look at the cleaning fees and compare them and include that in the price before I make my selection based on the end price that it will be. Because sometimes those cleaning fees can get upwards to $150.
Yeah, and then it kind of just ruins it.
Yeah.
Right? Because you're like, oh, this is way more expensive than staying in a hotel.
Yes,
right?
Yes. And then once you feel satisfied and you've clicked on the dates that you would like to request, you really just have to push the tab that says book, and then that's it. You don't have to make any phone calls. All of the communications with the host will take place within the app, and you can ask questions to the host or whatever. You know, how far is this place from the airport, or what's the best mode of transportation? And the host is really good about getting back to you in a timely manner.
So, babe, here's what I want to do. I want to talk about the 3 things that you and I loved about staying here at this Airbnb.
This particular spot.
Yes. Okay, you go. Number 1.
Location. So we are currently about half a mile from Mission Beach. Like literally the sand is within walking distance. And so we were able to book this place for the entire week with 2 bedrooms and a couch for, I think we spent $12.50 for 7 days. Everything included. For me,
I would say the other thing I loved about this place is watching Charlie explore everything. There's just something about like being in a new place, a new environment that as a grown up, as an adult, you enjoy, but like seeing like your kid, find all the little nooks and crannies.
Yes.
I don't know why, but that just to me just stood out as one of the things I absolutely loved.
The beds are really comfortable. That's another thing that we always look for. We have never stayed at an Airbnb with less than a 4-star rating. So that is a recommendation to y'all, because you don't know what you're gonna get 4 stars and below. A lot of the times, I think this one actually had a 4.5-star rating, and you can get what's called a super host, which means that basically everybody that stayed at their Airbnb has been satisfied. So each person that stays in an Airbnb will have the opportunity to leave comments about their stay. And I'm usually pretty thorough when it comes to those comments because you get a really good idea about the feel of the place and whether parking was a nightmare or Wi-Fi wasn't working well or the beds were really uncomfortable or water pressure wasn't really up to par. Those are all things that people are going to leave in the comments. So the more safe you want to feel about your selection, just spend some time and scroll through those.
So that is why we think you should not only set and celebrate milestones in your debt-free destination goal, but then you should also have rewards that you set up for yourselves if you choose to do the travel thing as your reward along the milestones. Man, this is a great option.
Yes.
It's Airbnb wherever you go. You save money.
Don't be intimidated.
Yeah.
It is not like you're sleeping on somebody's actual bed. This unit has been bought and actually purchased in order to set up as if it were a hotel. So we're not staying in somebody's bed, we're staying in a mini hotel.
That is it. Here's what we love to know. Maybe you have some tips that we didn't say here about staying at Airbnb. Maybe you're like the Airbnb chief.
We're all about Airbnb hacks.
All right, and so post or comment below, give us your tips. Maybe you have questions, comment below. We'd love to engage with you. Share this video, like it.
Once again, this is another one of the ways that we were able to accomplish our goal of paying off our debt, $95,000 in 22 months, making 90 to 100K.
Absolutely.
See you guys.